맞아. 어제 그 뭐야 스트레이키즈 공연 보러 갔다 왔는데 찬이가 있으니까 보러 갔는데 그 용복님이 던진 선글라스 제가 받아가지고.
What began as a casual late-night live broadcast quickly transformed into one of the most emotional moments fans have witnessed in recent memory. Millions of viewers tuned in expecting laughter, music recommendations, and Jungkook's usual warm interactions with fans. Instead, they found themselves witnessing a deeply personal conversation that left countless viewers fighting back tears. The atmosphere shifted dramatically when the BTS superstar began speaking about friendship, loyalty, and the people who had stood beside him throughout some of the most challenging moments of his life. As the conversation unfolded, one name unexpectedly emerged and immediately captured the attention of fans across social media: Bangchan of Stray Kids. For several minutes, Jungkook appeared reflective and unusually quiet. Viewers noticed subtle changes in his expression as he paused between sentences, choosing his words carefully. The singer smiled softly while recalling memories from previous years, but there was a sense of emotion building beneath the surface. Then came the moment that changed everything. According to fans watching the live stream, Jungkook's voice began to tremble as he described the importance of having genuine friends in an industry known for its relentless pressure and intense competition. He spoke about trust, understanding, and the rare comfort of being able to talk openly with someone who truly understands the challenges of living under constant public scrutiny. As he continued sharing memories, his eyes visibly filled with tears. Viewers watched in stunned silence as Jungkook struggled to continue speaking. The singer briefly lowered his head before wiping his eyes, but the emotions appeared impossible to contain. Within moments, social media platforms exploded with reactions from fans who were equally shocked and heartbroken. Many described the scene as one of the most vulnerable moments they had ever witnessed from the global superstar. The emotional turning point reportedly came when Jungkook reflected on moments of support and encouragement he had received from friends during difficult periods. Without revealing every detail, he spoke about the importance of having people who remain by your side even when cameras are turned off and the spotlight disappears. It was during this reflection that he mentioned Bangchan, describing him as someone whose kindness and sincerity had left a lasting impression on him. The mention immediately sent fans into a frenzy. Across X, Instagram, TikTok, and online communities, clips from the broadcast spread at lightning speed. Hashtags related to Jungkook and Bangchan rapidly climbed trending charts as fans attempted to understand the emotional significance behind the singer's words. Some viewers shared screenshots showing Jungkook visibly emotional, while others posted heartfelt messages expressing support for both artists. As clips continued circulating online, many fans noted how rare it is to see global superstars openly discuss the emotional realities of friendship. In an industry where public appearances often focus on performances, promotions, and polished images, moments of genuine vulnerability can have a powerful impact. For many viewers, Jungkook's tears served as a reminder that even the world's biggest stars experience loneliness, uncertainty, and the need for meaningful human connection. Industry observers also weighed in on the moment, noting the significance of friendship among artists who navigate similar pressures. K-pop idols often endure demanding schedules, intense scrutiny, and immense expectations from fans around the world. Relationships built on mutual understanding can become invaluable sources of support. As discussions about the live broadcast continued, countless fans shared stories about how friendships had helped them overcome difficult moments in their own lives. What began as a celebrity conversation soon evolved into a larger discussion about mental health, emotional well-being, and the importance of having trusted people to lean on during challenging times. The emotional response from fans was immediate and overwhelming. Many described themselves crying alongside Jungkook while watching the stream. Others expressed admiration for his willingness to show vulnerability in front of millions of people. Messages of support poured in from around the world, with fans thanking the singer for reminding them that strength and emotion can coexist. Meanwhile, Bangchan's supporters also joined the conversation, praising the bond that appeared to exist between the two artists. Fan communities from both BTS and Stray Kids found themselves united by a shared appreciation for the heartfelt moment. Across social media, countless users celebrated the idea that friendship and mutual respect can transcend competition and industry boundaries. As the night progressed, reaction videos, emotional edits, and fan tributes continued appearing online. Several posts accumulated millions of views within hours, highlighting the extraordinary impact of the broadcast. Many fans described the moment as unforgettable, saying it revealed a side of Jungkook rarely seen in public. The emotional resonance of the live stream extended beyond entertainment news. Commentators, as clips from the emotional live broadcast continued spreading across social media, fans around the world began revisiting every second of the conversation, searching for details they might have missed during the original stream. What many initially believed was simply a heartfelt discussion about friendship soon revealed itself to be something far deeper. The more viewers watched, the more they realized that Jungkook was not merely sharing memories, he appeared to be opening a window into emotions he had carried quietly for years. The atmosphere during the live became increasingly emotional as Jungkook paused several times, seemingly overwhelmed by the memories flooding back to him. Fans noticed that his usual bright energy had transformed into something more reflective. His smile remained, but there was a visible sadness behind it, a sadness that made viewers feel as though they were witnessing a deeply personal chapter of his life unfold in real time. According to fans following the broadcast, Jungkook spoke about how difficult it can sometimes be to maintain genuine relationships while living under the constant spotlight of global fame. He explained that there are moments when artists feel isolated despite being surrounded by thousands of people. Concert venues may be filled with cheering fans, and schedules may be packed with appearances and performances, but there are still nights when loneliness finds its way into a person's heart. As he reflected on those experiences, the singer reportedly became emotional while discussing the importance of having someone who truly understands those struggles. The conversation then returned to Bang Chan, whose name had already become one of the most discussed topics online. Jungkook appeared grateful as he spoke about the value of having people who offer support without expecting anything in return. Viewers described the moment as incredibly powerful because there was no grand performance, no dramatic stage lighting, and no prepared script. It was simply a young man speaking honestly from the heart. Then came another moment that sent shockwaves through fan communities. After a brief silence, Jungkook reportedly looked away from the camera for several seconds. His eyes were visibly red. He attempted to smile, but the emotion proved too strong. Fans watching live said they could hear his voice shaking as he continued speaking. The comments section immediately flooded with messages. Please don't cry. We love you. You are not alone. Thank you for sharing this with us. Within minutes, millions of supportive comments appeared from every corner of the world. Many fans admitted that they had started crying as well. Some shared stories about their own friendships and the people who had supported them through difficult times. Others expressed gratitude that one of the world's biggest stars was willing to show vulnerability rather than pretending everything was always perfect. The emotional impact became even greater as fan translations began circulating online. Suddenly, people who had not watched the original livestream were discovering the story for the first time. Reaction channels uploaded videos. Entertainment accounts shared clips. Fan communities organized support projects. The emotional wave continued growing hour by hour. What made the moment particularly significant was the timing. For years, fans have watched Jungkook evolve from a teenager chasing his dreams into one of the most recognizable performers on the planet. They have celebrated his achievements, witnessed his growth, and supported him through countless milestones. Yet moments like this remind people that behind the awards, headlines, and sold-out stadiums is a human being who values friendship just as deeply as anyone else. Many longtime fans pointed out that Jungkook has often spoken about the importance of relationships throughout his career. However, they felt this particular conversation carried a different emotional weight. There was a level of sincerity and vulnerability that resonated with viewers in a profound way. As discussions intensified online, some fans began creating compilations highlighting interactions between Jungkook and Bangchan over the years. These videos quickly accumulated millions of views. Comment sections filled with emotional reactions. Real friendship is rare. This is why people love them. Supportive friendships matter. These moments are priceless. The overwhelming response demonstrated how deeply audiences connect with authentic human stories. In a world often dominated by competition and controversy, fans found themselves celebrating something much simpler: kindness. Meanwhile, entertainment analysts noted that the emotional live broadcast had become one of the most talked about celebrity moments of the week. Major fan accounts described it as a defining moment that revealed another side of Jungkook's personality. Rather than focusing on records, awards, or performances, conversations centered on empathy, loyalty, and emotional honesty. For many viewers, that made the moment even more memorable. Hours after the broadcast ended, hashtags related to Jungkook and friendship continued trending internationally. Support messages appeared in multiple languages. Tribute videos filled timelines across social media platforms. The reaction was so intense that some fans described it as one of the most unified responses they had seen in years. Everyone seemed to be sharing the same feeling: heartbreak. Not because something tragic had happened, but because seeing someone openly express such genuine emotion touched people in a deeply personal way. As the world continued discussing the broadcast, one question remained on everyone's mind. What exactly was going through Jungkook's heart during those emotional moments? And would he eventually reveal more about the friendship and memories that moved him to tears? The answers remain unknown. But one thing is certain. Millions of people witnessed a side of Jungkook they will never forget, and the emotional impact of that unforgettable night is still being felt around the world. As dawn approached in different parts of the world, millions of fans were still awake, replaying clips from the emotional live broadcast again and again. What was supposed to be an ordinary night had become a moment that many viewers would remember for years. Social media remained flooded with emotional reactions, and every new clip seemed to reveal another layer of Jungkook's heartfelt confession. Yet the most powerful moment was still to come. According to fans who stayed until the very end of the broadcast, Jungkook appeared calmer after several emotional minutes. He took a deep breath and attempted to smile at the camera. Although his eyes remained visibly red, there was a sense that he wanted to leave viewers with something meaningful before ending the live. The atmosphere felt different. Gone was the initial shock that had swept through the audience. Instead, there was silence. Millions of people were simply listening. Waiting. Wondering what he would say next. Jungkook reportedly began speaking about gratitude. Not the kind of gratitude associated with awards, records, or fame. But gratitude for the people who remain in your life during difficult moments. He reflected on how success can bring countless opportunities, yet genuine friendships remain among the most valuable things a person can have. His words resonated deeply with fans. Many viewers later admitted that they expected the conversation to become lighter before the broadcast ended. Instead, it became even more emotional. Jungkook spoke about how friendships are not measured by how often people appear together in public. Sometimes, he explained, the strongest friendships are built quietly. Away from cameras. Away from headlines. Away from social media. Those relationships often become the foundation that helps people survive their hardest days. The comments section immediately filled with emotional responses. Thousands of fans thanked him for the reminder. Others shared personal stories about friends who had helped them through challenging periods in their own lives. What had begun as a celebrity live stream had transformed into a global conversation about loyalty, trust, and emotional support. Then came the moment that completely broke the internet. Before ending the broadcast, Jungkook reportedly paused once more. No music. No jokes. No distractions. Just silence. Fans watching described the moment as almost cinematic. The singer appeared to be gathering his thoughts carefully. Then he delivered a message that many viewers would later call the most emotional part of the entire broadcast. He spoke about cherishing the people who genuinely care about you. He encouraged fans not to take friendships for granted. Life moves quickly, he said, and sometimes people become so focused on their goals that they forget to appreciate those standing beside them. The words struck millions of viewers like lightning. Screenshots of the moment instantly spread across social media. Fan accounts translated the message into dozens of languages. Within hours, countless users were sharing the same realization. The live was never really about celebrity friendships. It was about human connection. That realization changed everything. Suddenly, fans weren't only talking about Jungkook and Bangchan. They were talking about their own lives. Their own friendships. Their own memories. People began posting photos of lifelong friends. Others sent messages to people they had not spoken with in years. Some admitted that the broadcast inspired them to reconnect with someone important. Few celebrity moments managed to create that kind of impact. But somehow, this one did. By the following day, the emotional broadcast had become one of the most discussed entertainment stories online. Reaction videos accumulated millions of views. News outlets covered the fan response. Discussion forums filled with emotional testimonials. Many fans described the event as a reminder that vulnerability is not weakness. In fact, they argued, it takes tremendous strength to share genuine emotions with millions of strangers. As the conversation continued, one theme repeatedly emerged. Authenticity. Viewers felt they had witnessed something real. Something unscripted. Something impossible to manufacture. And perhaps that is why the moment resonated so strongly. In an industry often defined by polished performances and carefully planned appearances, audiences suddenly found themselves watching raw emotion unfold in real time. The memory stayed with them. Even days later. Even after the hashtag stopped trending. Even after new stories replaced old ones. Fans continued returning to the clips because they represented something universal. The need for friendship. The need for support. The need to know that someone understands you. As for Jungkook, millions of supporters around the world responded with an overwhelming message of love. They thanked him for being honest. They thanked him for showing his emotions. And most importantly, they thanked him for reminding them that behind every superstar is a human being with a heart capable of feeling joy, sadness, gratitude, and love just like everyone else.